Company Woodside follows energy giant Chevron and Total in pulling out of the army's biggest source of foreign income. Amnesty International says businesses have no excuse to continue working with the regime. Daisy Gardner is the director of human rights at the Australasian Centre for Corporate Responsibility. She says it's pressure from activists that has forced these firms into taking action.
I think that this has been because of a variety of factors, but mostly it has been the sheer persistence of civil society organisations, both here in Australia, but also very brave activists and unionists in Myanmar running the Blood Money campaign, who have really spoken to Woodside and written to Woodside and made them aware of the serious human rights violations here. And to the extent that Woodside hasn't been able to turn away, I think here in Australia we're seeing more and more energy companies being a bit more aware of their social license to operate and more aware of the reputational and operational impacts that can happen to the company, as well as financial impacts if they don't listen to civil society and to these risks that are posed by these types of operations. What we've seen is, activists and civil society organisations really, writing to the ministers here in Australia, to the government, trying those channels, as well as, directly to the company and raising this with key investors as a serious human rights violation. And, I really think that Woodside understands that we're coming into a future where it's not possible just to ignore shareholders and to ignore civil society organisations when they're saying that it's untenable to be, working and operating in a country that has to date murdered up to 1,500 of its own civilians.